What would you do if your organization did not have computers or the capability to send or receive emails? My guess is you would think your organization has some challenges and that maybe you should find another organization to work for. Daryl G. Smith, in their book, Diversity's Promise for Higher Education, compares diversity to technology in the following way. Diversity, like technology, represents a powerful change in our environment. Like technology, it is an imperative that must be engaged if institutions are to be successful in a society that is ever more pluralistic and in a world that is both interconnected and challenged by diversity. I believe strongly that you can replace the words higher education or educational institutions with for-profit and non-profit organizations. When it became apparent that technology was essential for organizations to conduct their business and fulfill their mission, they made it a priority to integrate their efforts into their strategic planning process. As was the case with technology, the same is needed for efforts to become more inclusive. Dr. Smith goes on in their book to provide a framework an organization can use to strategically think about how to make DEI efforts part of the ethos of the organization. The framework is what they termed dimensions of diversity. The framework consists of 4 dimensions: institutional or organizational vitality and viability, campus or organizational climate and intergroup relations, access and success or recruitment and engagement, educational and scholarly mission or training and development. Recruitment and engagement means what are the demographics of your employees and or clients? At what level are you retaining them? Which groups do you recruit and retain successfully and why? As you probably can tell, this dimension is the one that most organizations begin with, but it is not the only one to evaluate. There are 3 more. Training and development means how are you building the capacity of your workforce to foster an inclusive work environment? If you are a professional organization, how are you developing your members to better serve their changing client base? If you are an educational institution, how are you helping your instructors learn ways to better teach to a changing society? Is the training curriculum building in DEI components effectively? Organizational vitality and viability. The focus of this dimension is what your organization is doing to build the capacity and structures for diversity so that efforts can be sustained over time. Examples might include human and institutional resources dedicated to DEI. Are you aligning your work with your mission, vision, and values? Organizational climate and intergroup relations. What are the perceptions of your organization from your employees, customers, or other stakeholders? Not only in the aggregate form, but also broken up by demographics, such as gender, ethnicity, age, etc. All of these dimensions are interconnected and cannot be looked at individually, but need to be looked at with the system's perspective. Now that you have an understanding of the dimensions of diversity, take the time to write down how your organization is meeting each of these, or if they are not. You will find a worksheet in this section of the course that you can use. Take the time to do it now.